I'm Dallas Lucas, and this is Saw the Sign. We are stripping back the noise, we're looking at the logistics, and we're tracking the real forces moving around this world this week. So, right off the bat, we have President Trump. Wonderful guy. Love him or hate him, you know, he's always in the news. And that's good for him. And so he just wrapped up a massive, high-stakes state visit to Beijing, meeting face-to-face with Xi Jinping. Crazy name there. I'm American. Kind of hard to say that. But the key facts here is, you know, the Don left China without any formal agreements on the massive flashpoints, Taiwan, Iran, or the critical shipping lanes in the Strait of Hormuz. So he went there, kind of all for show, and it was terrible. It was terrible. China even warned the U.S. about the potential conflict over Taiwan and brought up a historical concept called the Thunder Keys Trap, the idea that a rising power of some sorts naturally collides with the established power. Terrible all around. And so my take here is, why are we talking about Greek history in Beijing right now? Alright, why? The global chessboard is locking into place, and all we can talk about is ancient phrases. I mean, what's going on? Gas prices are higher than they've been since COVID, and it's like, okay, well, let's go there and let's hang out. Elon Musk was all over Twitter today, X as he calls it, and he was over here posing and. This is not his PR stunt. This is Trump's PR stunt. Okay, get it right. Trump is toying around with the theatrics here. Elon Musk isn't. And he is being clowned for it. But anyways, the economic realities here is, while the politicians are talking about, God knows what, global oil futures are fluctuating terribly because the Strait of Hormuz is functionally bottlenecked by ongoing conflicts. Okay, the U.S. is blockading it. Because love Trump. If you love him, your heart goes out to him. If you hate Donald Trump, if you love him, if you hate him, if you whatever, he's smart. At least the elites are. He's maybe the puppet, but he's smart because the whole blockade in Iran. Look, they destroyed their navy. Okay, let's get that under wraps here. Let's agree on that. They destroyed Iran's navy. Okay, so they destroyed Iran's navy. Yet why are they still blockading the strait? Ask yourself why. No, it's obvious why. They wanted this. Trump, if you want to say Trump wanted this, but the U.S. wanted this, that's great. Anyways, there has been massive international protests and boycotts, and political chaos completely overshadowed the Eurovision Song Contest in Europe this weekend. This is kind of off topic on, the Strait of Hormuz and Iran and whatnot, and Trump's visit to China, but multiple countries in Europe have withdrew or boycotted in massive crowds, and these massive crowds marched in the streets of London, and the whole event, they just, it turned into this big old geopolitical shouting match, that was, It acted like some kind of pop music competition. It wasn't. Europe is in flames. The Middle East is even worse. So, hey, as long as the billionaires get richer and we peasants get, less rich, hey, that's all that matters apparently. So, this is the my take. I call it the sign, right? This is a pivot, right? This is how the magic works. This is how they do it. While the entire planet is hyper fixated on a single competition and cultural boycotts, look at what's happening recently. Quietly, the background. Major cyber infrastructure shifts are happening, defense budgets are swelling, and the real military maneuvers are being made, people. They are. Alright? They feed the public bread and circuses, and so we don't notice the foundational shifts happening right beneath our feet, and it is a terrible thing. But hey, what are we going to do about it? Well, what are we? Tesla stock is rising, Microsoft stock is rising, and you know what? Single Martha and her 2 children are just getting broker and broker. They're poor, and Martha turns on the TV late at night, and she is, curious and worried about the world and how it's come. And she finds that there are parades and music festivals, and Trump is in Beijing, and Elon Musk is raising his eyebrow playfully when the entire world is on fire. It really is. We are cooked. Okay, we are done for. So yeah, that is that. So, the summary. Listen, we need to bring it all back home. Tie the global summit, the energy squeeze, and the media circus into one neat thesis. Okay? This is what is happening. Okay? The thesis, really, is the world is a stage, okay? The world is, you watch Hollywood, right? You watch Hollywood movies, you watch Tom Cruise, Scientologist, it doesn't matter, it's Tom Cruise, you watch Adam Sandler, and you think, oh, well, I'm having fun watching TV and movies, and look, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Maybe some of it, if you're listening to this show, you obviously know there are more things happening, but listen, it is not sunshines and rainbows. I saw this post on TikTok, big Jewish app, by the way, terrible, but on this app, I saw this post, and it was this, this woman, I guess, and she was like posting a picture of old preschool kindergarten classrooms, where the white and black and Asian, they're holding hands around the entire world, and it's like, we're so inclusive, guys, so inclusive. Okay, well, first of all, we are not, the world is not a preschool classroom. She was asking, oh, why, we were raised to thinking the world is like this, and it's not, we were lied to. You were never lied to. They were telling, you were a child. Okay, the world is a terrible place. Very complex, very chaotic, but hey, that is, it's terrible. So, I'm gonna read off what's trending on the old Twitter right now, because those are the main headlines, really. Trump goes to China, absolutely nothing happens. Okay, nothing ever happens. I want you all to understand that. Nothing ever happens. Hey, the billionaires, they get richer, and we're chuds, right? We fall for it all the time. So anyways, this is a big one. Not so big because, nothing ever happens, but Elon Musk has just called for the release of UK's political prisoners over online arrests. Hey, this is a big one. So, the chart claims over 12,000 UK arrests in 2023 for communications like indecent or menacing messages under laws from 2003 and 1988, arresting people, because they're making talks, and they're talking about how they don't like how the government is behaving, and the UK, the British, they're like, oh, we are not the Americans, so you're going to jail. That's Chinese, by the way. Didn't mean to get so racist there, but you get the idea. So it's terrible. It's terrible. Anyways, Elon is just begging 20 million views on one post. Hey, maybe that'll be me one day, huh? All in favor? Also, in the news, live streamer Chud the Builder charged in a courthouse shooting. Now, I'm not going to go into big detail here because, well, I don't want the elites to come after me. I am not suicidal. So yeah, that's that. But on May 13th, so a few days ago, 28-year-old Dalton Etherly. Well, first time I'm reading his last name. Anyways, he's known online as Chud the Builder. That's in quotes, by the way. He got into a dispute with a 31-year-old Joshua Fox, a black man, near the Montgomery County courthouse in Clarksville. Now, this is my first show, first time at this. I may stop it. I don't know. Hey, I'm young, inexperienced. Hey, sue me. Don't sue me. I couldn't defend myself. Anyways, and he got in this fight, and he ended up hitting himself in the arm, and it's terrible. Hey, his mugshot. So, yeah. That's that. They're also not letting him use his fundraiser money. So, hey, that's great. Anyway, that's about it for today. Small show, small podcast. I don't know. I'm testing this out. It may work. It may not. This may be a one-time thing. Hey, I'm not lazy. I can always try. So, that's that. We're going to be ending this around the, how long has this been? 13 minutes? Something like that. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. This was the first episode of Saw the Sun. So, yeah. So thank you all for listening in. It's really going to be my family listening to this, and whoever else I scrape along. And I may be clowned for my style here, because why not? So yeah, that is the end of this today. Thank you all for listening. I am Dallas Lucas, and you've been listening. Thank you all.